the beginning of a story, not just of two brothers, but of two nations. Isaac, the son of Abraham, the man who believed God when it seemed impossible, had grown up under the weight of promise. Now it was his turn to become a father. But this birth would be unlike any other. In Isaac's line, something stirred. A storm was coming. A rivalry was rising, one that would shape history, shake families, and reveal the hand of God in the most unexpected ways. Before they took their first breaths, before they opened their eyes, Jacob and Esau were already at war. At 40 years old, Isaac took a bride. Her name was Rebekah, chosen by divine direction, found not in Canaan, but in the distant lands of Paddan Aram. She was the daughter of Bethuel, the sister of a man whose name would echo through their family story, Laban. At 40 years old, Isaac took a bride. Her name was Rebekah, chosen by divine direction, found not in Canaan, but in the distant lands of Paddan Aram. She was the daughter of Bethuel, the sister of a man whose name would echo through their family story, Laban. But not every promise comes easy. Years passed, and Rebekah's womb remained silent. No cries of infants, no joy of new life, just quiet dinners, quiet nights, and a man pleading with God. Isaac, son of a miracle, knew the pain of waiting, and now he watched his wife suffer the same ache. So he prayed, not a casual prayer, but the kind that comes with tears and kneeling, the kind that echoes through the chambers of heaven. And God heard. The silence broke. Rebekah conceived, but what grew inside her wasn't peace. It was war. Something was wrong. This wasn't normal. It wasn't just the kicks of children growing. It was a battle raging inside her. Rebekah cried out, "If this is a blessing, why am I like this?" Day and night, her body wrestled with an unseen force. She wasn't just carrying children. She was carrying conflict, a war of identity, a divine collision. So she did the only thing a heart in chaos can do. She sought the Lord. Because sometimes, only heaven can explain the storm inside you. And then, he spoke. Not through thunder, not through fire, but through revelation. Clear, undeniable. Two nations are in your womb. This wasn't just a pregnancy. It was a prophecy. A holy divide unfolding in flesh and blood. One will be stronger than the other. The older will serve the younger. The very structure of tradition flipped, the expected order broken. God was writing a new kind of story. One where destiny didn't follow birth order. It followed divine favor. Rebekah's hands trembled. What grew inside her would change the world. The time had come. The struggle within had run its course. And as the sun broke the horizon, so did her water. Two lives emerged, but not peacefully, not quietly. The first, red, rugged, and wild, covered in hair like a garment of the earth itself. They named him Esau, hairy. But before the cries could settle, another followed, smaller, smoother, but clutching the heel of his brother. His name was Jacob, the one who grabs the heel, the one who would strive, wrestle, and one day prevail. This wasn't just a birth. It was a beginning, a rivalry born in the womb, now breathing in the world. Isaac was 60. The promise was alive. But what came next would shake nations. The years passed, and the differences between the boys grew louder. Esau, a wild soul, a hunter, the kind of man who ran with the wind and wrestled beasts without fear. The field was his home, the arrow his language. Jacob, quiet, thoughtful. He stayed among the tents, learning, listening, thinking. Two brothers, same blood, but worlds apart, and the divide ran deeper. Isaac's appetite leaned toward Esau, his son of the hunt, but Rebekah's heart was wrapped around Jacob. One home, two sons, two favorites, and that would be the spark. It began with hunger, the kind that makes your bones ache and your vision blur. Esau burst in from the wild, drained, breathless, desperate. He didn't ask, he begged, "Feed me that red stew." But Jacob saw more than weakness. He saw a window, a deal, a trade, a moment where destiny could shift. "Sell me your birthright." Esau, driven by appetite, laughed it off. "What good is a birthright if I die hungry?" And with a single bite, it was done. The stew sizzled, the bread was broken, the birthright gone. not stolen, sold, for a meal, for comfort, for now. And so, Esau despised what was meant to be eternal, and Jacob walked away holding a legacy he hadn't earned, but now legally owned. Now the question is, what would you trade your purpose for? Comfort? A moment? A craving? Don't give up what's eternal for what's temporary. Like, share, and subscribe for more raw, cinematic Bible stories that make you think twice about the choices we make. This is Bible Story Cinema, where destiny speaks through Scripture.